Going on, people? Good morning to you if you're on the east side, man. And good night to you if you're on the west side. You know, it's morning time, like I was just saying. It's about 8:30, 8:45-ish. I decided to take a nice walk after I had a nice run this morning, man. You don't understand when you are able, to do what you love to do, like I love to stay in shape and fit, the energy that that comes back to you, it just feels amazing, you're always happy when you do get to do what you want to do. But anywho, I'm out here and I want to express, some things, tell you a little bit about the town I'm in. If you can't see, man, this is just a beautiful part of the town that I live. It's called Kamigori. So just take a look. Just all this beautiful nature, man. It's just amazing. I love being here. So a little bit about my town. I'm on the countryside. This is like the country part of Japan. Now, I don't want to say like super boondocks, man, like when you think of, the United States country where it's just like haystacks and, just nothing to be seen, but, it's pretty populated in the countryside and, yeah, it's a beautiful area. I mean, lots of just, rivers, mountains. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but we're surrounded all by mountains. It's like super beautiful, So taking a walk when the sun is rising or setting. I mean, seriously, like you can't beat that, man. It's like so clean. But anywho, yeah, I live in Kamigori. Now, there's not many foreigners here. I'm pretty sure I am the only black guy here. And that is okay, because I'm not looking at skin. And, if you haven't seen past videos, my purpose really for being in Japan is because I'm so, infatuated with the language. It just sounds so beautiful to me. I'm really into simple things in life, like nature and, just like the self, knowing yourself. And I believe that Japan has many, philosophies that will benefit somebody to, know yourself. I mean, their language is based off of, nature, which is why I feel like, they're just able to elevate, because their principles are based on a strong foundation. But anywho, like I said, only black guy here, so when I go shopping or anything, people, are very shocked and look at me pretty weird. But hey, man, they never really see foreigners, so you can't really, judge people or blame people. They're interested, just like I'm interested in all their culture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So basically, like I said, I'm on the west side of Japan. I'm close to Osaka, Kobe. You're familiar with Himeji, Okayama. I'm in a really good part of Japan, I believe. There's just like a lot of traditional culture here, and that's what I came to learn about, is the culture from a long time ago. I mean, they have temples here from over like 2,000 years, you feel me? Like, still here, pristine. People take care of it, like the families of the temples take care of it. I mean, to me, it's just like, wow. And, so there's a bunch of temples, there's a bunch of culture, here, and their reasonings for doing things are just, they have a point to it, so, I'm here with an open mind, really trying to learn as much as possible, you know what I'm saying, and I travel as much as possible, just trying to see new areas. I mean, like, yo, seriously, Japan is beautiful. I mean, because it's just surrounded all by nature, everything, even the cities, just like they have trees and You know, they just incorporate nature into every aspect of their life. You know, very simple, and it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what I want to talk about is like my move basically from the United States into Japan. Like, if you haven't seen my recent videos, check them out. But, you know, I just, like I was saying, I was in New York. I just was not, you know, feeling as happy as I felt like I could be, man. You know, I wasn't happy with where I was at, you know, and, you know, I love new experiences. I love knowledge. I love to learn, man. I mean, seriously, only learning more is going to, you know, improve your life drastically, because you'll be able to apply it to so many different things. I mean, the whole point of, you know, life is to live, and, you know, communication, you know, like, we got this far because we communicate. Learning, knowledge, that's another subject. But anywho, yeah, man, I mean, so I wasn't happy with where I was at, and, you know, I've always, like, dreamed of coming to Japan, man. You know, like I said, I've just always been infatuated with, you know, samurai, their language, you know, just like their art as well. I mean, it comes from your thinking. So, you know, I was like, you know what, like, I'm not going to wait for tomorrow, you know, like, I don't know the future. So, you know, my happiness is very important to me. Like, if I'm not happy, you will see it. You know, I'm not scared to not show, like, myself not being happy. Like, if I'm not, it's just because I'm not. And, you know, I definitely try to put myself in a position where I don't have to be like that. So I always go for what I want, you know, like, you gotta go for your dreams, man. That's the bottom line, you know what I'm saying? Like, so many good experiences have came from me coming to Japan, you know? Like, I've never been outside the country. And, you know, this culture will really wake your ass up. It will smack you right in the face to show you, like, your world is not the only world that exists, you know? Like, there's other people out here, and they're living totally different lives, doing things totally different. Doesn't mean that you're wrong, but, you know, you put yourself into a better position when you see other perspectives, and then you can, you know, judge what is best for you. You know what I'm saying? What is best for your growth, you know? So, I mean, like, Japan is just like a teamwork, you know, type of, you know, country. Like, everybody helps each other, you know, like, everybody, you know, just, yeah, like, helps, you know. So, like, if there's a mess in the room, you know, not only one person cleans it, the whole, you know, everybody in the room cleans it, and it just makes things go so much quicker. And then they, you know, even if they have like a regular type job, you know, people, you know, do a really good job. Like, they respect, you know, the position that they're at, and, you know, they do a really good job at whatever, you know, they have to do. I mean, everybody's just very respectful, and I mean, you can see it in the food quality. Like, I tell people all the time, man, like, I was a vegan before, you feel me? You know, in America, the food is just not good quality, and, you know, it affected my body terribly. And, you know, so I didn't eat meat or anything, but I come here and, you know, I eat the food, and I get a totally different experience, you know. Like, I know people who are like, no, don't eat this because, you know, it got that in it, you know, like, but no, you come to Japan, you don't got to worry about all that, man. I'm serious. You know, the food is super clean. Like, interesting thing is they don't wear deodorant because their food doesn't have many toxins in it. So your body doesn't release these toxins. And I can see it because now, you know, like, I really don't have to put on deodorant. You know, it's kind of, you know, a normal, habitual thing that I do. But honestly, I really don't, you know, because my arms don't stink, you know, like, it's just better quality things. Like, only when, you know, you buy more expensive things will the quality go up. But there's a certain quality that is just good for human standard, you know, it meets human standard. Like, you go to a dollar store out here, you feel me? you can get a plate, a bowl, and it's gonna be good quality. You know, it will last you a long time. But you do that in the States, man, I'm not sure. It may last you like a week or two. You know what I'm saying? I mean, quality. I mean, they're just for the people. You know, like I said, everybody helps each other, so everybody does their part. So nobody's trying to get over on somebody, you know, so they help you. Like, and when I came here, man, it's just like people give you so much love, you know. They want you to experience Japanese culture, you feel me? Like, you know, it's beautiful. I mean, they've given me so many things. Like, this teacher gave me this old Japanese money. And, you know, that's what the samurai used to buy things. And, I mean, like, I didn't ask for it. I mean, I just showed a lot of interest in samurai. They can see it, like, see, I got this yukata on. So, you know, they notice, like, yo, this dude really likes Japanese culture. And they just want you to, you know, experience it, man, because it's a beautiful culture. Like I said, if you're open, I mean, everything's going to come to you, man. So, you know, definitely, you know, travel, man. Not even just this culture. Just traveling will just open, you know, your perspective. Like I was saying, man, you know, I wasn't feeling too good living in the States. I mean, the food, I mean, just, you know, people, you know. But everything is what you make it, don't get me wrong. But, like, I come here, I start eating the food. The air is so clean, you know. I was getting a rash on my skin because I was living in the city, and I believe it was the pollution and, you know, the food just was not, you know, beneficial for my body. And, you know, I come here, and then all of a sudden I get, like, bursts of energy. I'm more, you know, I have more energy, and my rash went away, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm surrounded by all this beautiful nature. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat this. So it's like, oh my God, you know, I just love being here. And, you know, not only that, traveling, man, it just gives you, like I said, a better perspective. You know, I still love the city, you know what I'm saying? And I miss it. But, you know, I love being in Japan. You know, it's really, you really don't learn what you have until, you know, it's out of your hands, you know. Like, now that I'm not experiencing New York or the United States anymore, I see a lot of things that I loved that is still in the States that I can't have here, you know. So it allows me to see from a different perspective and allows me to understand that there's good and bad everywhere you go. You know, you can't have a perfect, you know, life. Like, there's going to be things that you deal with on a day-to-day basis, you know. But you have to know what you want. And once you know what you want, then, you know, even if you have to deal with certain things, you get over that because you know what you're going for. And, you know, your goals will help you, you know, get over these obstacles, because love, you know, it's all about that love. So, you know, just traveling in general, man, like, seriously, think about it. We go on vacation. People love new experiences. Like, this is what it is, you know. Travel, like, get a different perspective. You got to take risk, man. If you don't take risks, you'll never know what you'll be able to see and what you're capable of. I mean, there's tons of things that I can literally talk about, you know, that I've seen in Japan that I've never seen before. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, the kids, you know, when I teach, you know, they all help each other. Let's say if there's a problem in English, like I ask a kid a problem, they'll all help each other. You know what I'm saying? They'll all help each other to get the right answer. You know, so it's very hard to do like individualized type of questions or games, because even if they're on the other team, like, they still help each other, you know. They're just organized to help each other because it's all in the language. I mean, like, the language, man, I'm serious. Think about it. They have 4 different writing styles: kanji, katakana, hiragana, and romaji. I mean, there's so many different, you know, ways of expressing yourself in Japanese. You know, but like the principles, I mean, it's just based on nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's super beautiful. I'm gonna go into later detail, but if you ever have a chance to come to Japan, man, come here. Personally, I went to Tokyo and the east side. It's dope. It's dope. But the things what I'm looking to get into is the more traditional things. So if you want more traditional, I believe you want to come to the west side, like where Kyoto, Osaka, Kobe, Okayama. I mean, there's tons of ancient history here, even in Tokyo, but I just feel it's more prevalent here on the west side. I love it here. Of course, there's things you gotta adjust to, like this temperature out here is crazy. I'm sure you see me sweating. It's different than America's temperature. It's more humidity, and that's why there's so much life here. Like tons of different bugs, just tons of different life. It's because this is a place like where life is cultivated. You feel me? Just a bunch of nature, clean, fresh, everything, and the Japanese just respect it. Seriously, do you see the mountains? If you can see these, there's just tons of trees. You feel me? Tons of trees where nobody goes into these forests. So it's uninhabited, only by animals. And God, I love Japan, man. I've been ranting for a little bit, you feel me? I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this walk, please comment. I want to talk to you guys, man. I love you. I want to talk. Give me some comments, some criticism. I'm open. I want to grow. Let's grow together. You feel me? So, I'll be uploading more videos of my experiences, man. It's really what you make it. You know what I'm saying? People may have a negative approach on Japan, but they're looking at certain things. You don't have to focus on that. Like I said, you got to know what you want, and there's things you got to deal with. Just deal with it. What are you in Japan for? That's what you want to live for. Focus on what's important. You feel me? Like I said, life is not easy. It's gonna give us things, trials and tribulations. You just gotta, overcome it. I love y'all. Keep growing, man. Stay balanced. Peace.